I'm Chief Meteorologist Chris Kubal. Here's a look at your local 5 weather impact forecast. We've extended our weather impact alert to encompass now Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. Each day holding a daily chance for strong to severe thunderstorms. I think Sunday and into Monday actually holds the most robust threat of severe weather. Here's the chances for rain as we move through the next 2.5 days, especially looking in the later periods of each day and into the overnight, Friday night and then going into Saturday night. For the rest of Thursday evening, all right, a couple of pulsing cells, especially across northern Iowa initially, then translating to southeastern Iowa, deeper into the overnight. This is all pretty light and sparse activity. Getting going over southeastern Iowa, I would say after about 1 o'clock through about 4 o'clock in the morning, but we're not expecting anything strong out of that round. We'll be hot for Friday, temperatures kicking into the upper 80s, and we go after dark, after 8 o'clock. We'll start to see some cells pulse up, and this activity pushing to the east through midnight. I think there's going to be pockets where we see some hail and some gusty winds, maybe not on a widespread level, but still we could rise up to severe limits. That severe weather outlook now holds a level 2 risk on the severe weather outlook, especially for the southern southwestern half of Iowa. That is in account for that wind and hail threat here. We'll put it low in both regards. Not looking at a tornado risk out of this one, nor flash flooding as things remain fairly progressive. However, each day going forward, it becomes a little bit trickier to forecast, kind of a domino effect, if you will. Each round affects the next one that will come later. So we'll be watching some early morning activity up to the north, how that plays a role, because if that develops further south, it will limit the evening round that does develop. Again, later into the evening and overnight, we're expecting thunderstorms to build to the west, push their way eastward. I think an inherent wind and hail threat once again on that severe weather outlook. Level 2 risk on the severe weather outlook over the northwestern half of Iowa. We go into Sunday, thunderstorms looking likely of the severe variety over northwestern Iowa, and this kind of pivots its way eastward into early next week. Sunday and Monday will be holding all severe modes of severe weather here as we go into each afternoon and evening time frame. Warm front lifting northwards as we go through Sunday, a morning round of rain. We'll see some additional redevelopment into the afternoon and evening closest to the stationary boundary, and it's mostly being found up over northwestern Iowa. As we extend into Monday, this front does start to become a little bit more progressive, and along it we'll see those storms billow up probably the earliest time frame of any of the days into the early stages of the afternoon. Expect a widespread soaking in here, and that severity really does depend on what happens in the few hours leading up to each window and that domino effect, if you will. But at this point, I think Sunday and Monday look to be the most robust and widespread with the severe threats. 60 degrees for our overnight low here tonight, and then 88 for Friday. This will be our warmest day we've seen in several weeks. And then on Saturday, we're going to be kicking those temperatures up into the mid-80s between waves of rain. Here's a look at that extended, that weather impact alert now in place Friday through Monday, then cooler behind this. Some lingering rain early on Tuesday, but then we'll quiet things out. And those temperatures dial it back a couple of degrees. We'll get a solid soaking in here, something that's actually welcomed as we've been dry to lead off the month of May. This should help. I think widespread amounts hang out in the 1.5 to 3 inch range as we combine all 4 of those days.